Hello students, let's solve the first one. So the first one is tan of sine inverse of x by root 2 plus root of 1 minus x square by root 2 minus sine inverse x. So the options are root 3, 1 by root 3, 1 and minus 1. See, the prerequisite that are required to solve these problems are sine of a plus b formula. So sine of a plus b is equal to sine a cos b plus cos a sine b. So very important formula for this problem to solve. Next one, the standard angle values. So sine of 45 degree and cos of 45 degree, two values you have to remember. So next one, self-adjusting properties of inverse trigonometry and trigonometry. Here sine inverse of sine x is equal to x. So that condition is very important. And the last one is root of 1 minus x square, the substitution term for x. Here we can substitute both sine theta or cos theta, but in this case I'm considering only x is equal to sine theta. So I hope you all understood the prerequisite. Now let us solve the problem. So as I told you earlier, in place of x, we are considering sine theta. X is equal to sine theta. So the problem becomes tan of sine inverse of, so in place of x, I'll take sine theta whole divided by root 2 plus root of 1 minus sine square theta, 1 minus sine square theta, yeah. So divided by root 2, I'll close the bracket, minus sine inverse of sine theta. So don't forget to substitute in place of x. See here, next sine inverse we have x, so that's the reason I substituted in place of sine theta. Now by using self-adjusting property, can we cancel sine inverse and sine? So what is left out? Theta is left out. And if you observe here root of 1 minus sine square theta is there. So root of 1 minus sine square theta is equal to 1 minus sine square theta is equal to, it is root of cos square theta, and that value is square and the square root gets cancels out, so cos theta will be remaining. So now the whole equation becomes the new equation, tan of sine inverse sine theta. I'll write 1 by root 2 separately. So 1 by root 2 plus cos theta into 1 by root 2, I'll close the bracket, minus theta is left out. Okay. Now already we have observed sine 45 is 1 by root 2 and cos 45 is 1 by root 2. So what I'm going to do is, in place of 1 by root 2, I will write cos 45 degree in place of 1 by root 2, and in place of one more 1 by root 2, I will write sine 45 degree. The reason is very clear. So if you observe this formula, so sine A cos B plus cos A sine B. So here in place of sine theta, we have sine A. In place of 1 by root 2, we needed cos theta. So that's the reason we have written cos 45 degree, and in place of cos theta we have cos A, and in place of 1 by root 2 we replaced the sine 45. The overall answer for this, we can write it as sine A is theta plus B is 45 degree. Very important step for this children. Next, tan of sine inverse of sine theta plus 45 minus theta. Now by using self-adjusting property, so this property here, look at this, sine inverse and sine is exist, so we can cancel both of them. Now the final answer that is left out is, so tan of theta plus 45 degree minus theta. So here in this case, theta and minus theta gets cancelled out. The left out element is tan 45 degree. So tan 45 degree is 1. So After all the calculation, we got the final answer as 1. So here in this case, option C is the right answer. The next question is, if vector A and vector B are two unit vectors inclined at an angle of pi by 3, then the value of magnitude of vector A plus vector B is option A greater than 1, option B less than 1, option C equal to 1, and option D equal to 0. The pre-knowledge that are required to solve these problems are, the first one is the angle between two vectors formula. Cos theta is equal to vector A dot vector B by magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector B. So this is the first formula that are required for this. Next one is A plus B the whole square formula. So A plus B the whole square is equal to A square plus B square plus 2AB. So these two formulas are very important to solve this problem. So now let us analyze the question that they have given. So in this case, so they have very clearly given vector A and vector B are unit vectors. So if it is unit vector, then their magnitude will be 1. So magnitude of vector A and magnitude of vector B will be 1. And theta is also given. So what is theta? Theta is equal to pi by 3. Pi by 3 is nothing but 60 degree. 180 by 3, it is 60 degree. So now let us substitute in place of cos theta. So cos 60 degree is equal to vector A dot vector B by magnitude of vector A into magnitude of vector B. Now we have already know that cos 60 degree is equal to vector A dot vector B by magnitude of vector A is 1. 1 into 1 becomes 1. So it is 1. So vector A dot vector B is equal to cos 60. So the cos 60 value is 1 by 2. 1 by 2. Now here they have asked us to find out magnitude of vector A plus vector B. So that is the reason I have taken A plus B the whole square. So let us write vector A plus vector B the whole square. Vector A plus vector B the whole square is equal to magnitude of vector A square plus magnitude of vector B square plus 2 times of vector A dot vector B. Here in this case, whenever we write square for a vector, we have to write magnitude, and that is only in scalar product. So let us find out these answers. So magnitude of vector A square is 1 square plus magnitude of B is 1. So 1 the whole square plus, so 2 times of vector A dot vector B, already we found out it is 1 by 2. So here in this case, 2 and 1 by 2 gets cancels out. So the left out elements are 1 plus 1 plus 1. So what is 1 plus 1 plus 1? It is 3. A plus B the whole square is equal to 3. So what is A plus B? So A plus B is equal to root 3. So root 3 value you all know, it is 1.73. 1.73. Now if you observe the options are greater than 1. Of course 1 is greater than 1.73 is greater than 1, so we can consider that option. It's not less than 1 because it's very clear, it's evident here. So option B is wrong. Option C is equal to 1, no. And option D is equal to 0. Option D is also wrong. Option B is also wrong. So it is option A is the correct answer. If A is a matrix of order 3 such that A into adjoint of A is equal to 10 into I, then determinant of adjoint of A. The options are 10, option B 10I, option C is 1, and option D is 100. So the pre-knowledge that are required to solve these problems are, the first one is this, that is A into adjoint of A or adjoint of A into A is equal to determinant of A into I. Very important property. So here if you multiply the matrix A into adjoint of A or adjoint of A into the matrix A, we will end up getting determinant of A into I. So this is one of the major formula. And the next one is determinant of adjoint of A is equal to determinant of A to the power n minus 1. So let us see how to solve this. So by using these two formula, we are going to solve this. Here, very clearly they have given, so determinant of, matrix A into adjoint of A. So A into adjoint of A is equal to determinant of, 10 into I, 10 into I. Here, if you compare with this formula, A into adjoint of A can be taken as determinant of A into I, determinant of A into I. Now, if you compare with that formula, here they have given A into adjoint of A is equal to determinant of A, into I. Now, compare these two equation and directly we will get determinant of A is equal to 10. So this is the first scenario. Now, by using this, we have to find out determinant of adjoint of A for 3 cross 3 matrix. So for 3 cross 3 matrix, n value is equal to 3. So now by using the second formula, determinant of adjoint of A is equal to we can take it as determinant of A power n minus 1. So already we found out determinant of A is 10 to the power 3 minus 1. So that becomes 10 square. So 10 square is 100. Yes. So the answer is option D, 100 is the correct answer. The next question is local minimum value of the function f is given by f of x is equal to 3 plus mod x for all x belongs to R is option A 3, option B 0, option C minus 1 and option D 1. The pre-knowledge that is required to solve this problem is f of x is equal to mod x. It is positive x when x is greater than 0 and minus x when x is less than 0. So in this case, let us take mod x value, since you all know that mod x value will be always greater than 0. So this is the first condition that we needed. So mod x value will be always greater than 0. The minimum value for a mod x function is 0. So anything you put up after that, it becomes positive value. So we have, let's take mod x is greater than 0, greater than or equal to 0, greater than or equal to 0. So if you see f of x along with the mod x, we have 3. So let us add plus 3 both side, So 3 plus mod x greater than or equal to 3. So what is 3 plus mod x? It is our f of x which is given in the question. So can we replace 3 plus mod x by f of x? So f of x greater than or equal to 3. So by looking at this, so easily we can identify that f of x is greater than or equal to 3. That means this is the local minimum value of this function. So the answer is option A plus 3 is the right answer. The next question is the inverse of a matrix A. So 2 0 0 0 3 0 and 0 0 4 is. There are 4 options A, B, C, D. So look at the matrix A very clearly. It is actually only diagonal elements are present and the non-diagonal elements are 0. So we can consider that this is a diagonal matrix. So to find the inverse of a diagonal matrix, so there is a easy procedure. So the property is, just give you. So the property is the inverse of a diagonal matrix is a diagonal matrix with the reciprocals of the original matrix diagonal elements. So here the diagonal elements are 2, 3 and 4 and its reciprocals are what? 2 reciprocal is 1 by 2 and 3 reciprocal is 1 by 3 and 4 reciprocal is 1 by 4. By considering these facts, I want you all to identify the answers. Comment that in comment section. The next question is f of pi plus e minus x is equal to f of x and integration e to pi f of x dx is equal to 2 by e plus pi. Then integration of e to pi x into f of x dx is equal to option A is pi plus e by 2, option B is pi minus e by 2, option C is pi minus e and option D is 1. So here to solve this problem, so we just have only one formula. So you have already learned in grade 12, that is integration of a to b f of x dx is equal to integration of a to b f of a plus b minus x. That means you have to add the upper limit minus lower limit minus the function f of, that is x. So by considering this factor, what I'm going to do is I will write integration of e to pi x into f of x dx. So I'm going to consider this as I. So I is equal to this. So let us substitute this formula in place of x. So this becomes, so e to pi x becomes the upper limit pi plus lower limit is e minus x. I applied the above property into f of same in place of x, upper limit is pi plus lower limit is e minus x into dx. So if you observe this, they have given f of pi plus e minus x is equal to f of x. So that is what I'm going to replace this. So f of pi plus e minus x becomes f of x. So I'll rewrite this. I is equal to pi plus e minus x e to pi. So it becomes f of x dx. So now I'll consider the pi plus e as one function and x as one function. I'll multiply f of x inside by considering pi plus e is one function. So it becomes e to pi plus e into f of x, pi plus e into f of x minus, so e to pi x into f of x dx. So already you have seen this one somewhere else. Do you all remember what it is? Yes, it is this function. So we have taken this is equal to I, right? So I'm going to replace that whole function as I. So it becomes I is equal to pi plus e into integration of e to pi f of x minus I. So when that I comes to this side, it becomes plus I plus I becomes 2i. 2i is equal to pi plus e of e to pi f of x dx. But in the question, they have given integration of e to pi f of x dx is equal to 2 divided by e plus pi. So 2i is equal to pi plus e. So in place of this, I'm going to write, so 2 divided by e plus pi. 2 divided by e plus pi. So I'll remove this. And can we cancel e plus pi and e plus pi? So what is left out? So 2i is equal to 2. So I is equal to 1 is the final answer. So do we have that option? Yes. Option D is the correct answer, children. Next question is y is equal to tan inverse x the whole square. Then x square plus 1 the whole square into y2 plus 2x of x square plus 1 y1 is equal to. So you have this in your grade 12 textbook. So before getting into this, let us see what is the differentiation of function power n. Function power n. So y differentiation is dy by dx is equal to, so it's same like x power n, but there is a small change in this. So let us see what it is. So function power n differentiation is, so this is n. So n into function power n minus 1 into differentiation of function, so d by dx of function. So this is the function power n formula. Here also in the question, y is equal to tan inverse of x the whole square is given. So here the function is tan inverse x, whole power n is 2. So let us find the differentiation of this. So dy by dx is equal to, first one is n into differentiation of n into function power n minus 1. So it is 2 into, so tan inverse x the whole power 1 into differentiation of tan inverse x. So differentiation of tan inverse x is 1 by 1 plus x square. 1 by 1 plus x square. So the first time differentiation is over. So anytime, anything, whenever you are doing double differentiation, please keep this in mind. Anything that you get in the denominator, you have to send it to left hand side. So here I have got 1 plus x square. I'll rewrite this. So dy by dx is equal to 2 tan inverse x whole divided by 1 plus x square. So as I told you earlier, so we have got something in the denominator. So before getting into the second differentiation, we have to send it to the left hand side. I'll send this one to the left hand side. So this becomes 1 plus x square, sorry, 1 plus x square into dy by dx is equal to 2 tan inverse x. Yeah, so now it is ready for the second differentiation. Let us do the second differentiation. So here we have to use product rule. So 1 plus x square, I'll keep as it is. Dy by dx differentiation is d square y by dx square plus dy by dx I'll keep as it is, and 1 plus x square differentiation is 2x is equal to 2 I'll keep as it is. Tan inverse x differentiation is 1 by 1 plus x square. 1 by 1 plus x square. Now if I multiply or divided by 1 plus x square throughout the equations, it's not multiply, so it's not divided by 1 plus x square throughout. So this becomes x square plus 1 the whole square into y2 plus 2x of x square plus 1 y1 is equal to, so 2 by 1 plus x square into 1 plus x square, both of them gets cancelled out. The final answer is 2 is left out. So we can conclude that option D is the right answer, children. Next question. Two dice are thrown simultaneously. The probability of obtaining a total score of 5 is. So the pre-knowledge that are required to solve these problems are, so the first one is sample space, number of sample space. So since you are throwing a die 2 times, the sample space are 6 power 2. 6 power 2 is 36. So these are the sample space from 1 to 6x. And here the major event that is happening here in this case is the sum is 5. So tell me how many order pairs which will give sum is 5. So the first case is 1 comma 4, which will give 1 plus 4 is 5, and then 2 plus 3 will give 5, and then 3 plus 2 will give 5, and the next one is 4 plus 1 will give 5. The sum is 5. So only these 4 order pair which will give the sum is 5. So by considering all the factors, so the probability of getting sum is 5. So let us consider E. Probability of E is equal to, we have total 36 sample space, out of which we are getting 4 sample space which will give sum as 5. So it is 4 by 36 is the answer. But if you observe the options, 4 by 36 is not there. So let us solve further. So 4 ones are and 4 nines are. So the answer is 1 by 9. So option C is the right answer. Next one is, if A and B are two events such that P of A is not equal to 0, P of B given that A, if first question is A is a subset of B, and the second one is A intersection B is null set R respectively. So let us see the first one. So before that, I'll tell you what is subset. A is subset of B. A is subset of B. So let us consider set A is equal to 1 comma 2 and B is equal to 1 2 3 4. Okay, so set A is 1 comma 2 and set B is 1 2 3 4. Here look at this, the elements of set A are present in set B, but the set B is actually a bigger set which contains more elements than set A. So we can conclude that A is a subset of B. A is subset of B. So if you take the intersection, that is A intersection B or B intersection A, it becomes what? The common element between them is 1 comma 2. So 1 comma 2 is nothing but what? It is set A, right? Set A. Yeah. So this is what the conditions that we get. So when we find out if A is a subset of B, then A intersection B or B intersection A becomes set A itself. So we can conclude that. So P of B given that A is equal to, we all know, so P of B intersection A divided by P of A. Now, since A is subset of B, we are doing the first condition here. So A is a subset of B. So if A is a subset of B, what is B intersection A? B intersection A becomes set A itself. So probability of B intersection A becomes probability of A divided by probability of A. So, if you divide both of these, the answer becomes 1. P of A and P of A. So the answer is 1. So the first condition answer is 1. Here option B and option C have 1. So let us see what is the next answer. The second condition is A intersection B is equal to null set. That is, there's nothing in that. So in that case, probability of B given that A becomes probability of B intersection A divided by probability of A. So they have given this is null set. So probability of B intersection A becomes 0. 0 divided by P of A. So the answer is 0. So by concluding 1 and 0, we can say that option B is the right answer. I hope you all understood this, children. Thank you.